Hello everyone, it's your host Seth the Programmer, and today we're going to be doing a heavily requested video. That video was entitled, How Strong is Goku After the 100-Year Time Skip After Dragon Ball A Hero's Legacy? Now a lot of you guys were asking about this, and this video is pretty complex on how you calculate that kind of power, but we're going to be getting right into it. And before we start, guys, make sure if you really do enjoy what I do, you like my calculations, and if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing, man. I'd really appreciate it. Now, one thing you need to know about Goku after training for 100 years is that he's featless, okay? The only way you can scale his power is through scaling through GT Goku, because that's where he's from. He's a counterpart to, well, he's the extension of GT Goku after the end of the series when he fused with the Dragon Balls or whatever. I'm going to debunk this right now. A lot of people are like, oh, he's omnipotent. And while he's very strong, and I'm going to prove that, he's not omnipotent. They're saying he's omnipotent because he fused with the Dragon Balls and he can do whatever he wants, which is actually a fallacy because the Dragon Balls are not omnipotent themselves. They are limited to the creator of the Dragon Balls. So if you said that Goku fused with the Dragon Balls, then the Dragon Balls would just be as strong as Goku is, right? So by that logic, they would not be omnipotent regardless of their fusion or not. They'd be a lot stronger than they were with Kami or Dende, but they're not omnipotent either. So getting into this video, I'm going to make another disclaimer. We are not using power levels for this, okay? I don't use power levels for these kind of videos. Like, whenever people hear numbers or power scaling, they're like, oh, that's numbers? Wait, what? Numbers in Dragon Ball? Power levels? Power levels are bullshit, you know? I'm just like, no, these aren't power levels, all right? I just use basic numbers to calculate how strong they are. Like, I just say Goku's a 1, Super Saiyan Goku's like a 50, shit like that, right? That's not power levels. A power level would be like, well, Goku in the Saiyan Saga was over 8,000 and Vegeta was 18,000, shit like that. That's power levels, but I'm using power scaling, which is a big difference. So keep that in mind when you're watching, and I hope you enjoy. So there's a few ways you can calculate Time Skip Goku's powers. There's a highball and a lowballed version. It depends on really how much stronger do you think Goku got from the start of the Buu Saga until he got to, you know, the end of GT. Well, actually, the start of GT. So, end of the Buu Saga to the start of GT, how much stronger do you think he got in that 15-year gap? And that's pretty much what will happen with Time Skip Goku, okay? The lowballed estimate of GT Goku is that his base form is as strong as Super Saiyan 3. That's a lowball because General Rildo was stated to be as strong as, you know, Kid Buu. Or whatever Buu, Buuhan maybe. He was just stated to be as strong as Buu, and base Goku was able to handle that. So people are like, okay, so base Goku is pretty much Super Saiyan 3 level. So if you take the Super Saiyan multipliers, 50 for Super Saiyan, times 100 for Super Saiyan 2, and times 400 for Super Saiyan 3, then Goku would have been 400 times stronger than he was in the Buu Saga, right? Now, if you use that, then we can find an answer for 100-year Time Skip Goku. But first, before we do that, we need to find out how much stronger Goku got throughout GT. I've made a video kind of discussing this. It was in my Timebreaker Bardock video. So in the Baby arc, Majub did better against Baby than Super Saiyan 3 Goku did. Okay, so Majub was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku at the start of GT. Then you have in the Super 17 arc, Super 17 kind of blows Majub out of the water, and then here comes Super Saiyan Goku just kind of pummeling Super 17. And since, you know, Super Saiyan 3 is 8 times stronger than Super Saiyan, Goku would logically have to be over 8 times stronger than he was from the Baby arc to be able to beat the fuck out of someone that's stronger than the Super Saiyan 3 form. So most people are just like, okay, so he's around 10 times stronger than he was from the Baby arc, right? Whatever. And then in the Super 17 arc, we just add another times 10, which is what most of us do. There's not really any concrete evidence, but to be nice to the GT fans, you usually want to go with an extra times 10. So basically, you just say that Goku got 100 times stronger since the start of GT to the end of GT, and then you have the 100-year time skip, okay? So we don't know, for one, how strong the Dragon Balls made him. It would honestly just give him some hacks. But we do know that Vegeta is like, okay, you're going off to train, right, with the dragon. Possibly to train to become a Shenron, maybe to get stronger, who knows really. But basically, we just say he trained for 100 years. And if we use the 400 times multiplier for every 15 years, there's 15 goes into 100 years, 6.66 times. So you would 400 to the 6th power, and then multiply that by 264 for the remaining 0.66. So 400 onto the 6th power times 246 would be something like 9.73 quintillion onto the extra 40,000. Because remember, 400 times the extra 100 for GT Goku, and that would be 43.253760 sextillion times Buu Saga Goku, which is an insane fucking number. Okay, and for the highballed calculation, you can scale Goku to Mystic Gohan. So the thing about Gohan in GT, a lot of you guys don't know this, but Gohan actually trained in GT. Like, he didn't just sit on his ass, he actually kept up with his training, and then he could stack Super Saiyan on top of his Mystic base form, and base Goku was stronger than that at the start of GT. And if you use that to highball him, we'll just say that Gotenks equals Goku, even though Gotenks was actually stated to be stronger than Goku, but we'll say that Gotenks is equal to Goku at the start of in the Buu Saga. And then we'll say Gohan was 50% stronger than Gotenks, and that Buu-Tanks was twice as strong as Gotenks. Gohan kept training, then you stack on the 50 times Super Saiyan multiplier, and then we'll just say that Goku was equal to Gohan, right? Because there's really no way to say beyond that without headcanon. So, highballed, a safe highball, would be 3 million times stronger than the Buu Saga, and times 100 for the end of GT would be 300 million times stronger than the Buu Saga. And then for the time skip, you would have 3 million to the 6th power, and then times an extra 1,980,000, which would result in a number looking like 433 followed by 17 zeros, which would be 433.25 sexdecillion times stronger than Buu Saga Goku. Wow. Very fucking powerful. So how strong would that make him, though? So we've proven that he's about 433 sexdecillion times stronger than Buu Saga Goku. But, like, how strong? What can he do? What can he blow up? What, like, if he really got pissed off, what could he do, And so there's a few answers to this. If we use the calculations I used in my, like, God videos, like, where I say, Super Saiyan Goku at the end of the Buu Saga was equal to Perfect Cell, who could destroy a solar system. This is stated in numerous guides, by the way, before you try to argue that. So if you say that Super Saiyan Goku in the Buu Saga was a solar system buster, even though he's stronger than Perfect Cell, as shown in Dragon Ball Super manga, but if you say that he's solar system level, then you'd have to be about 10 sextillion times stronger than Super Saiyan Goku to be a universe buster. Now, if you're wondering how I got 10 sextillion, it's because there's 100 billion solar systems in the galaxy and 100 billion galaxies in the universe. And in fact, if we look at any of the Dragon Ball material, there's actually a lot more galaxies and a lot more solar systems in a galaxy. And the universe is honestly just larger than we thought. But if we're using consistency with what people thought it was when I made most of my videos, then we're just going to use the 100 billion squared argument. It could honestly be a lot higher, and I'll leave that calculation up to you guys. But for now, let's just use the calculation we've been running with for now, which is 10 sextillion. So how much stronger is a highballed time skip Goku than Super Saiyan Goku from the Buu Saga? So if you took, 433 sexdecillion and divided it by 10 sextillion, you'd get about 43 decillion. To put that brief, that's how many times stronger Goku is than a universe. 43 decillion times stronger than what it takes to blow up a universe. Just let that sink in real quick. Even if you use the new age highballed universe calculations, that makes it like 20 times larger. Divide 43 decillion by 20. It's still an insane fucking number. It would still be over decillions of times universal, which is at least multiversal, maybe even complex multiversal. The insane levels of power that this 100-year time skip Goku has is honestly unheard of in Dragon Ball. Even today, in Dragon Ball Super, you have the Omni King. If you highball Trunks' timeline, you could say that there's, the 12 universes, and each one of the universes has an afterlife, blah, blah, blah. They're like fucking 3 universes big. You could say the Omni King just fucking popped open 36 universes, but what is 36 compared to 43 decillion? Honestly. You have to really think about it. And Goku, after the 100-year time skip training, might honestly be the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball history. Now, of course, you can argue that the Omni King is omnipotent. I mean, if he was omnipotent, I feel like he would have just thought the universe away. I feel like him charging up an energy attack wouldn't be necessary if he was omnipotent. Feel free to think he's omnipotent. But if we're ignoring omnipotence for feats, 100-year time skip Goku is the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball history, and that is an undeniable fact. He is at least above multiversal in terms of power, and by a shit ton. Decillions of times stronger than a Universe Buster. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I put a lot of effort into this calculation. Obviously, it took a lot of thought. There's a lot of ways you can calculate this kind of character. It's all about, what do you think? How strong do you think Goku got from the start of the Buu Saga to, the end of GT or the start of GT? And then just plug that into Goku, and then for, times that by the 6th power, 0.66, and then you have time skip Goku. It just becomes insane intervals of power. And there's also, what do you think a Universe Buster in Dragon Ball is? There's so many factors to keep in mind with these videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed the calculation. He's just an absolute fucking beast, and just imagine this power, except now he has the Dragon Ball, so he can wish for shit on that scale as well. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and until next time.